United Nations Assistance Mission in Afghanistan released their quarterly human rights report in which they mentioned that 500 civilians were killed in Afghanistan due to Pakistan Afghanistan cross border fighting between October and June.
You're quoting Amnesty?
I'm quoting UNAMA, United Nations. So, my question to you is that every time Pakistan strikes Afghanistan, mostly the statement is now coming from MOIB, where they say that they have credible intelligence, and most of the time, visuals also come that they have targeted the terrorist hideouts.
Mm.
On the other hand, UNAMA is saying that 500 civilians were killed, not the terrorists. So, your take on this report, are you going to reject it or say that this is right?
We obviously do not corroborate these figures. And I have stated numerous times, several responses I have given, particularly one I think last week and a week before that, on this issue. What we have done is to ensure due diligence and utmost care in striking the military targets. The problem in Afghanistan is, particularly with the Taliban forces, is that they tend to exaggerate these figures. And then the fact is that their security forces do not have a particular uniform, so they are guised as a civilians. So the number of militants killed, and particularly TTP and their supporters, their headquarters in Afghanistan, they don't wear a particular uniform. They don't wear any badge on their sleeves to tell that they are combatants. So I think this is one of the practical problem. We are engaged in dialogue with the United Nations on this issue, and we totally reject the insinuation of killing of civilians because of our attack. Our attacks are precisely targeted at combatants, terrorists, and their masterminds and their bosses who are based in Afghanistan and who are recruiting Afghan nationals for committing acts of terrorism in Pakistan. And I think this is an issue that needs to be internalized, thought about, chewed, and digested by our media, that these are terrorist elements operating from Afghanistan, sometimes, even Afghan nationals who are committing terrorist acts in Pakistan. So we have to take measures for the security of our citizens and the security of our law enforcement agencies. And we will continue to do so in future.